Hey guys, this is Lucas.
And I'm Seth.
And on this short stack, we'll be taking a look at 5 horror comics to get you through Halloween. I like that one.
It's fine.
Halloween is upon us, and we thought what better way to celebrate the season than listing our top 5 Halloween comics. Horror comics. What kind of comics we got,
Comics
Seth?
for Halloween. Horror comics for Halloween.
I like that.
First one we chose was Sons of the Devil by Brian Buccellato and Tony Infante.
Yes.
It's the story of Travis. Travis is a kid who finds out when he's in his late 20s that his dad actually was a leader of a cult, like a Manson style in the desert cult. Unlike Manson, this cult, the shit they were into was real, and it was actually demons and devils and selling of souls and really horrible things. It's a really cool book. If you're like a fan of the Rosemary's Baby type of thing with these weird like satanic cults, this book is for you. It's really cool.
The Jonestown cult stuff really plays a lot into this book.
Oh, yeah.
And then you see Travis's father has kids upon kid. Like, he's got like this whole concubine harem situation. They're all birthing kids, all for this demonic purpose that's slowly been revealed throughout the first 2 arcs.
Yeah, the tension just keeps going up and up and up and up. It's great. It's an awesome book.
Number 4 is 30 Days of Night by Steve Niles and Ben Temple-Smith. Of course, this one's a bit of a classic in the comic book community. Of course, it's been adapted into a movie.
Wonderful movie
starring Josh Hartnett.
Wonderful movie.
I don't know any of the other cast.
No, that's it. Josh Hartnett played every role.
He did.
Every single one.
He Eddie Murphy'd that. But the comic takes place in a small town in Alaska that, of course, has a month of darkness. No sunlight, no nothing. And, of course, don't you know it, that vampires thought that this would be the perfect time to attack.
Why not?
So it's up to Sheriff Eben to get a group of survivors through these 30 days. And you see some great twists and turns along the way. Like, of course, one of the high points is when there's a little girl being used as bait, calling out for her mom and her father, and everybody wants to go out and help her. And of course, there's vampires all around the roof, and you just see them in the shadows. Like Ben Temple-Smith and Steve Niles, they work well together. They work together on a lot of books, and this is like the big one that really got them known.
It is creepy.
Oh, we got it.
Temple-Smith's vampires are creepy as hell.
His vampires are basically human sharks.
Oh, they're bad. They're real bad. Read it. Our number 3 pick is Hellblazer. Hellblazer is a long-running series, or was. It's been canceled some 3-odd years now. The run I think you should to get you kind of in the mood for spooky Halloween stuff is the Garth Ennis run. It starts with issue 41, which is a storyline called Dangerous Habits, which they did for the Constantine film, kind of. It's
Keanu.
John learns that he has cancer and has to trick the 3 devils to get his cancer removed, and it's really awesome. Will Simpson, he's the artist on this book, and he draws really cool looking demons and hell and literally cancer monsters that are shaped like the cancer inside John's lungs. It's a great book, and then it continues on from there, and Steve Dillon comes on, and you watch John fall through hell basically, and it's a really cool book. It's really creepy too. It's great.
So number 2 on our spooky stories list, if you will, is actually Hellboy. And which Hellboy story do you start with?
Because you can read any of them. They're all amazing.
You can read any of them at all. But actually, in volume 10, you have The Crooked Man. And this is one that Mike Mignola was wanting to tell for years. And he finally told with the help of Richard Corbin.
Huge horror artist.
So if you know anything about Richard Corbin, he worked on Eerie, he worked on Weird, he did all kinds of adaptations of horror stories. Like he's like the go-to guy for horror. Yeah. And so they did a story where Hellboy is actually in the Appalachian Mountains. And he deals with a witch. And Hellboy he's dealing with a witch. He meets a man named Tom Feller. And their paths kind of intertwine. We get some past with Tom, who he dabbles in witchcraft. Yeah. And he fell in with witches for a while. And then he actually, his soul is owned by the Crooked Man. It's time to pay up for him. And some of the coolest moments in this book are like not even action. Of course, Hellboy does get to fight a demon with a shovel. But like you get really weird, creepy parts where like a raccoon will come through a window and literally shove itself into a woman's skin.
This witch lady explodes into billions of little parasitic bug creepy. It's a creepy book. It's really creepy.
I mean, Hellboy in general is like the perfect Halloween read, but The Crooked Man really it's the perfect Hellboy story, because in a lot of ways, like, he's almost a bystander in the book.
Yeah.
And that, like, he just shows up to fix it, and the story is actually Tom and the whole communities.
It is awesome.
It's fantastic. We can't recommend that book enough.
Or any of the Mike Mignola books. They're all gothic and cool. It's great.
Yes. Seth, what's number 1?
Number 1 is, it's obvious, but Walking Dead by Robert Kirkman and Charlie Adlard. Tony Moore did the first 6, but I say Adlard because he kind of set the tone for the book. You know, this really creepy, gray wash, black and white tone. But you could read start at 1, obviously, but the story I want to talk to you about is volume 17, which is called Something to Fear. If you watch The Walking Dead on Sunday, you'll know this is the Negan arc, where Negan shows up and dispatches the beloved Glenn. Spoilers, but the comic's been out for 6 years now, so it's fine. I picked this one because the zombies are scary in the beginning, but as the book keeps going, they become less of an issue. The zombies are just kind of there. They're like a wild animal.
It really becomes more of a human drama.
It does. The governor is kind of what started that, but when Negan comes along in volume 17, it's a whole different kind of evil. They've never dealt with a man this cruel, this vicious, and it's not and I think that's why this is kind of the perfect book for Halloween, is that a lot of our books, they deal with monsters and demons. This is a human being with a bat and no more and morals that he has, but his morals are not in your favor at all, and he will scare the hell out of you on the page, and it will like shake you. It is a heartbreaking story, but it's a great book.
But I think what's worse is that he's gonna scare you on the page, but then the next page he's gonna turn around and he's gonna make you laugh, he's gonna make you smile, and it's gonna make you feel wrong. Like in your gut, you're like, I shouldn't like what this guy's saying, especially when he's bashing in someone's head with a bat, or he's threatening to murder and pillage people. Like it's
Something to Fear will make you feel icky.
Yeah,
Something to Fear is apparently ourselves, because Negan is just evil, and it's a great. Oh my, that's a great story. It's wonderful.
But there you guys have it, our 5 essential comics to read for Halloween. We hope you enjoyed them. Of course, if you enjoyed the list and you enjoy what we're doing here on the Comic Plunder and Short Stack, please like and subscribe for more.
Please head to comicplunder.com, where all of our videos are and our podcast is. All kinds of cool stuff. We'll hopefully have more stuff soon, probably, maybe.
And as always, leave a comment. We love talking to you guys.
I love to meet people.
He got cute the other day. He's giving him a big head. But that's going to do it. I can't even say it. That's going to do it for us here on the Short Stack. Thanks for checking us out.
Happy Halloween.
Bye. Happy Halloween.